Well, howdy there, folks. Sorry, had an echo there. So, for those of you who didn't see the previous video on this game, it's an indie survival craft type, like so many others, but it's kind of interesting to me, humor of the universe as it were, that yesterday when I was playing, I was talking about how nice it would be if they would have the ability to, engage in the traditional behaviors of fishing, cultivating crops, etc. And just today, they actually put out an update where they incorporated those exact elements. So it'll be fun to dink around in here and get playing with that. It has been a little glitchy just because they did do the update today, and they haven't had time to patch everything up properly, but it's a pretty extensive update, so I'm more than happy to work through some of the little glitches, like objects not spawning. If you did see the previous video, or stream rather, you'll know that I was talking about converting this island into a base. As you can see, between streams, I actually did a little work on that, cleared out all of the trees, boulders, etc., and set this place up as my base of operations. And now I just have to transport everything over, but I figured nobody really wanted to actually watch that process because it's a really long, boring process. So I figured I would just spare all of you that indignation and do it in my free time. So with that, let's continue our adventure and see where it takes us. And of course, as always, if there's issues with audio, visual, whatever, just feel free to let me know in the chat, and I will see about fixing it. Wow, that is a lot of worms. Doors still don't behave properly. There we go. That's the closest to a properly functioning double-wide door we have currently. Well, not only that, but like, because this is so new and there are so many issues currently with the update, the area here, I don't know if you noticed, but the boards that were here, those were invisible earlier. It wouldn't let me remove them or interact with them in any way. I had tried to place them. It did not take them out of my inventory. But now that I've reloaded, they're there. The pieces were still in my inventory for use, but it was just kind of frustrating. Ah, yeah, there is that. But I had a similar issue on this side with this particular section of wall through here. I would lay down the objects and they would not actually manifest, but then I could take the axe and swing at them and actually knock them down. So I was adding pieces to my inventory that didn't exist. So I was effectively creating an infinite number of wall tiles for myself, but I didn't feel like abusing the system, so I, didn't take too much advantage of that. Hey, too much. Okay. Seriously, these doors are really starting to irritate me. I think I'm just going to cut them all out. At least the internal ones. I'll leave the external ones for defense, but I'm getting rid of these internal doors. So yeah, I figured I'd follow that, yeah, exactly, who needs doors? Follow that old, especially like Italian, Roman mentality of having a garden in the center of a structure. Figured I'd follow that with the development here, not just for the aesthetics, but because of all the places on the island, it just seemed to make the most sense. I have a bunch of junk doors I need to get rid of. No one. Yeah. Yes, totally. going to lock you in, never let you leave. Actually, the garden on the inside is to see if I can cultivate the crops in here. I'm still not sure what the mechanics on that are, because again, that update just happened today. But it's like if you look over here, you'll see the little fishies in the water. Those weren't there in the last time we played. So that's part of that new mechanic. I need to figure out how to make a fishing pole to catch them. I need to figure out how to plant my crops. I could have watched some developer videos on the subject, but that'd be too easy. Swim, huh? Oh yes, they do seem to swim under the island. What was I looking for? I've forgotten. Oh, right. I was going to see if there was new recipes here for things like a fishing pole or something related to farming. Yeah, no, they do actually clip straight through into solid ground. See. Oh, no, he's not going to do it? Well, they were doing it earlier, so maybe that's resolved already. But earlier there was also goblins manifest on lily pads. That was interesting. So I don't know if that was an issue with the way that they have that coded or what, but yeah, there was goblins on some of these lily pads that I got to shoot with the bow. Pretty entertaining. They couldn't really fight back. Almost felt bad. Almost. Hey. Okay, so I'm not seeing any new tools or anything. So I'm wondering if I just need to, like, put seeds down. Oh yeah, and there's two kinds of berries now. There's red berries. Oh no, I see these are red berry seeds. Okay. There's the grass seeds. Flower seeds. Who needs flowers? Pine sapling versus sapling. Do we know the difference? No. I don't want flowers. I'm guessing the worms can be used as bait. That would make sense to me. Oh yeah, it's got the, okay. Yep, that's as complicated as that is. Oh, yes. I was like, bug in the chair. Yes, I do have my my bug here. Yeah, sort of. You're here in spirit, kiddo. You're here in spirit. Okay, so grass seed doesn't seem to go down in grass. I wonder... Let's take a risk here. Yep, okay. So you put a grass seed down on a dirt tile and it just automatically replaces the dirt. No growth or anything. I'll show you that a little better. Just like that, all done. Immediate reversal. So right now, berries are the only crops that I actually have as far as food stuff. That's just automatic. You just automatically have a tree. Okay then. Well, I'll just pop a couple of those in for good measure and call it good. We now have an infinite supply of wood. That's fancy. Wood and string. Aha. Now that I've made string since the update, the fishing rod magically appears in my list of recipes. Of course it does. Well, first let's make our outfit. Oh, I need more string. I know I'm gonna need more, so I might as well just do that. There we go. Alright, we'll put our little fashion model over here. It worked though. And all I had to do was dink around with it for a little bit and I found the recipe. Okay, an iron bar, string, and that's easy enough. And I gotta go grab all my stuff out of the other base anyways. Let's say we just make a thing of it, head over there and grab everything. It'll take a few trips, but we'll get there. In the meantime, we can slaughter them all. I don't know who they are, but we're gonna slaughter them. Some of these give you stone when you break them, and others just give you the wall pieces. Interesting. I'm just going to take that with me. And my little anvil. Might as well take this. I'll leave all the light sources and old tools and stuff here. No reason to take those back. Those will be available to you when you show up. In fact, I'll probably leave most of this stuff. Squeals in a good way or a bad way? Yeah, they could definitely use some WD-40 on the hinges. Alright, trip one. Got most of the stuff. Hey, Red, come here. That's right. Vicious. Oh, what, you want some too? Yeah, that's right. Honk. Let me in the freaking door. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. I swear I'm not complaining. Alright. So, pop the anvil here. Drop that there. And because I don't want to listen to people playing blacksmith or, you know, what have you, I'm going to set my bed down here by the garden. That way I ain't got to listen to all that damn racket. Noisy kids and your music. Jeez. There you go. A dressing doll for my lady. Since, yeah, I know how much you love that term. I really should say it more often. My lady. I've got another alchemy table over there, so I don't need to make one here. Oh yeah, they introduced the stove. I'm imagining that's for cooking more advanced recipes. Alright, I need to figure out what's going to go where. Vegetation-based material can go here. Metal, rock. Animal ingredients. Prefabricated materials. No, of course I hit the wrong section. Alrighty. Oh, hello. Sorry. I got a little carried away with my organization here and forgot about the chat. There's a lot of Minecraft elements, as one would expect from this sort of game, definitely. Yeah, the pixel graphics, there's so many. I love that it has come back so strong, those pixel graphics, because I never got past that. I think probably the most advanced graphics game, as far as like I wanted the graphics to remain as they were, was probably Final Fantasy III, aka Final Fantasy VI. That one, I think, was pretty much the perfect level of pixelation for video games. It just didn't need anything flashier than that. It's a good game. And hello. Alright, I needed to collect the alchemy stuff, the rest of this furniture, get this over to the new base. Now, did you punch that door because you wanted to punch the door, or did you punch that door because it wasn't functioning properly? No mail for me. Okay, that's definitely the next feature we need to like scream at the developers to make, is a run function. This guy's just a little slower than I like. Oh, yes it is. Why, are you trying to join in? Alright. Hold, please.